Deuces. Deuces means two. Deuces means dose. And we give you a dose of tea.
Well, in all honesty, a lot of people communicate that way, where they feel like you have to take the opposite stance of what they're saying. And it's not effective communication by any means. Because it's like, if you're listening to what somebody says, then it's all like, oh, like if I say, I just really don't, I don't like long dresses. You know what I'm saying? If you're listening, you would say, oh, it's interesting. Like, what makes you not like long dresses? But instead, the defensive approach is, well, what's wrong with long dresses? I didn't say anything was wrong with it. You know what I'm talking about? Or say, oh, so now if I wear a long dress, we got a problem. I didn't say we had a problem. If you wear a long dress, I just said I'm not into long dresses.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
So, I feel like a lot of people communicate that same way. And that's probably why it resonates with people, because they're like, well, you got to call him out on stuff. But they're not really talking about calling people out. They're talking about horrible communication skills.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing to be called out on. Like, you're saying the same thing, but you feel like, aha, I caught you in something. Like there's nothing to catch me in if I'm just like keeping it real. You know what I mean? But when you don't keep it real, you think everybody lies because you be lying. You know what I'm saying? So it's yeah.
But yeah, I was like, this is crazy. And I don't know. I definitely feel like she was more prepared.
Definitely poised.
You could tell that she's an attorney, isn't she? Prosecutor, something. You could tell she'd be in the courtroom. Okay, been in the courtroom. There was one part I saw it. They reposted it on social media where she kind of paused, and she was like, "And this former president talking about him."
That was planned.
And I'm like, what you was finna say?
Like she about to say
something.
This former president.
But even in the beginning, like I guess people are alleging and assuming that he wasn't gonna walk over to shake her hand because she walked all the way over there to him.
Yeah.
Like,
so you know what? Yeah, my assumption is the same, because he looked like he was ready on the podium, and he looked a little surprised or taken aback when she came. Like, is she about to try to fight me?
Right. That's
like, oh, security. She's trying to do something black people do. I don't know. She's trying to go to the hood. Oh, now she's black now. I think it was
good, but he just says a lot of. He says his truths and hopes and hopes that it will stick. That was very evident and apparent. But do you have anything else to say about that topic?
Just the debate in whole, like between the two.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it reminds me of Reagan and JFK. The people that heard the debate felt like Reagan won. The people that watched the debate felt like JFK won. Because Reagan looked like crap. He was rushing. He didn't care about the cameras. But JFK was like, we're going to use the visual effect to the, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I kind of felt like it was like that. I mean, honestly, if you heard it, you probably think the same thing. Or apparently it depends on which side you're on. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I do feel like the side by side looking at it, like Trump looks super old, beat down, just like a grumpy old man. And Kamala just looked like she was poisoned. I'm like, sheesh, the split screen between the two.
Yeah.
It's like, if you just had to pick from the picture, like, goodness gracious. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like the whole thing is, I don't know, man. It's just a lot like policies, and the whole political stuff has just become a pander party.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, well, as long as we win, everybody's like, oh, Taylor Swift endorsed us. And then Caitlyn liked the post, and everybody's like, oh, no, Caitlyn. And then people are like, well, I can't follow you no more. And it's like, because
she liked it. I saw that.
I'm like, did she
burning this jersey?
Did she say something, or did she just like maybe she likes cats? Like, I don't know. But
maybe she didn't even read the caption.
Why is it like why is it like this? And this is, I don't know if I'm gonna say it's like the Trump effect, but it goes back to the whole, oh, you're on the flip side. If you're not with me, then you're against me.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't have to be against you. We don't have to be the same.
At
You know what
all.
I'm talking about? And it's like, it's crazy because it's supposed to be the crazy fanatical Christians that are like that. But in actuality, it's people that are all decisive. And it's like, well, if you believe this, you're not riding with me.
Yeah.
It's all like, listen, if I ride with you, it's because you ride with me. We have differences, but we don't have to be like at each other's throat because of those differences. That's why I like those ads to campaign. Was it He's Like Us? The campaign for like, it's Jesus, love your neighbor.
Oh yeah.
And I'm all like, dude, like I get it. And people be all like, oh, because they're so afraid, like, oh, well, now you're gonna lead somebody to believe. Let adults be adults. You know what I'm saying? And just be like, hey, it's okay if you, because it is okay. It's all right. Hey, you might not believe what I believe. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I think it's ridiculous. But you can hear us, he's listening. Like, stop blinking.
I don't know why Dad's calling me right now.
Just tell him, talk to the thing. Answer it. Put on speaker.
It went away.
It went away. You can say he hung up. He's an it.
No, the call went away. Don't play me. Don't do my dad like that. Anyways.
You don't do my dad like that.
Anyways, yeah, you were saying something that I was going to piggyback on, and then I got distracted because Dad was calling me.
It's okay to be different.
But it wasn't that. Oh, the Taylor Swift thing. Allegedly, Donald Trump had a fake Taylor Swift endorsement. And she was like, that's not me. And allegedly, it was on his actual site. I'm saying allegedly, I didn't look it up.
So that's why she did it in the first place?
But
so she was probably like, I'm not going to get in there. She's like, oh, well, now I got to get in
the
there.
whole cat thing. So.
Well, I mean, but if I'm going to get in it, I'm going to get in it.
Right.
Because I'm Tay-Tay.
So I want to follow the Swifties are going to vote.
I don't know why this is news, man. I just feel like it's, I don't know if I'm going to say it's an embarrassment, but I'm like, if you read the books and what the democratic process is supposed to be, this ain't it. This ain't it. Like, it's like, if you watch Fox News, it's like, oh, this is the Trump side. And everybody else is like, not the Trump side, which I feel like is the truth. But then there's so much personal, like your personal feelings are so much into these news broadcasts. It's like, okay, so are you going to differentiate? These are the facts I'm reporting, and this is how I feel about the facts. But instead, you're reporting it like, oh, like Trump is just he's a fool. He's just a this and it's that. And I'm all like, since when is that the news?
Yeah.
Like, that's not the news. Just be all like, he said this. This is what we have. This is all the receipts are right here. It don't seem like that's what it is. Maybe he was mistaken. Maybe he just didn't want you to know. But that's just what it is. You can make your own decision. That's reporting the news.
Yeah.
Instead of like everybody's just using a platform, and it's like everybody's pushing an agenda, and it's like, bro, like, it's just
yeah. Ugh. And then later on, there was an interview, and they brought up Taylor Swift's post, and then Trump was like, I really like Patrick Mahomes' wife better, Brittany. And I'm like, so now we're making Taylor Swift equivalent to a football wife, like. I'm sure Brittany Mahomes is a fan of Taylor. Anyways.
Taylor Swift is not a football wife.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
She's not anybody's wife.
Football girlfriend.
She's a childless cat lady. She's made that clear. She's made her stance. Don't be disrespecting her by trying to put the title of wife.
That's what I'm saying. That I feel like he was trying to. Anyway, moving on to the next
It's not
topic.
Even a comparison. Like, what's your never married doing? Like, what are you talking about?
Well, that's the point. Like, what? That was his answer. Like, what?
What? Just answer the question.
Yes or no? Sí or no? Okay, moving on. Shannon Sharp.
Who's that?
Shannon Sharp, Club Shay Shay.
I know it's Club Shay Shay. You say Shannon Sharp, like, I ain't found.
Did you hear what happened to him recently?
Did you get in a car accident or something?
Oh my gosh, Mario, I cannot. He accidentally went live on Instagram. In the middle
while he was taking a dump.
In the middle of some adult activity.
You see the face I just made?
Of course, everybody thinks he did it on purpose because
100%.
All the gay rumors. But so then...
Whoa. Oh, the what rumors?
Gay. Of him being gay.
It was with the, oh, you think he did that to debunk the rumors or to, okay.
Yes.
All right. Yeah. Still accident. I'm sorry. I think Kim Kardashian messed it up for everybody.
Here's the thing.
And Ray J.
After
Kim
it
Kardashian
happened,
and Ray J both
he
equally messed
posted
it up.
later and tried to be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. My Instagram was hacked." But
that's
then,
even less believable. You see the faces I'm making?
Then later on, him and Ocho went live together, and Ocho was Ocho Cinco.
I know that is.
Okay.
Yes.
Was kind of like interviewing him or whatever, and he just like he admitted it.
Nope. Like he didn't admit anything. You already knew.
Right.
Like you weren't fooling anybody.
He tried to be like, "Oh, it was hacked."
Who was it?
Oh, I was gonna try to find the audio, but I don't know if that's appropriate for you to.
Was it with? Never mind. That's gonna get speculative.
Whoever it was, her name was Melissa, I think.
I was gonna say it wasn't the doctor from
because at the end of it or something, he was like, "That's right, Melissa. Good job, Melissa," or something.
So here's my question: does anybody care?
I mean, everybody was talking about it.
But like, when they're talking about like, oh yeah, it happened, but it's not like no backlash and no outrage. I just feel like it's like, oh well, this happened, whatever.
Yeah, everybody. Well, the backlash or outrage would be that he was trying to lie for a second and say he got hacked and that it was an accident. And Michael Calvin, funny comedian, our cousin, who's gonna be on one day, posted this really funny thing. Hold on, let me find it. Let me find it real quick.
Yeah, I didn't hear about that. I didn't even know there were rumors about him being gay. Oh, it's because of the outfit?
The outfit.
I think it was I saw a post with some outfit that he had on.
The Merce.
It's a man purse. What's that have to do with sexuality?
America. You know what I mean?
It's a man purse, and it's not like you're gay because you have a man purse. There's like allegations. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. It's like, relax, right? In the words of Z,
you have 2 Facebook pages?
Number 2, relax.
Relax.
This is ridiculous.
Okay, he has 2 Facebook pages now. Michael. Okay, this is what he posted. Step 1, open the Instagram app. Number 2, tap the plus icon in the bottom center or top right of your profile. Swipe to go live at the bottom, or swipe to live at the bottom of the screen. Customize your settings, such as the title and audience. To start live video, begin your broadcast. You can also go live from your Instagram stories by clicking your story in the top left corner on your screen and selecting live. The rainbow rumors had this man crashing out for 84 strokes.
You counted?
I don't know. But it's like, it's true. It's like how you accidentally, unless you literally just posted a story right before and just left it open.
Yeah, if it was already to the point to where it was like a button, maybe he was all like, I was gonna do it, but then I was like, nah, never mind.
But it has to be open
anyway. So
I just think it's funny. He's like, well, what you heard is me being a healthy male, blah, blah, blah. You should have just said that from jump instead of trying to be like. He goes, y'all think y'all gonna find her? What you gonna look for every Melissa? Yes, Shannon Sharp, they will. And the internet will find her because they be finding folks. So you know what? When it says find her, even if it's not her, it's gonna end up being her. Yeah. Because then she gonna be getting harassed. Everybody gonna be showing up, Melissa. TMZ gonna be all like, well, we found Melissa. They were saying that they're like, oh, here, this is Drake's daughter. And it's like, it wasn't. It wasn't Drake's 100%.
But they were like, this is
Melissa or Michelle? I'm not sure, but he said her name. Ready for the next topic?
Please, yes.
You lucky I can't find that audio, or I would have made you listen to it. I was like, how they notice what he was doing? Ain't no way. And I listened to it, and I was like, and I had to like turn it off because
it's not safe for work. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I wasn't at work, but even if I was, my office is my car.
Right. You wasn't at work.
My office is my car, so
then you was at work.
I said, even if I was, my office is my car, so it doesn't matter.
So you were at work?
No, I was actually at home.
If you were in your car and at your work, being professional is being professional. You're like, oh.
I was at home.
Sorry, airbag. Sorry, backseat. Sorry, us. Like, I mean, if you're gonna be about it, be about it. You know what I'm saying?
Moving right along to Beyonce and the CMA situation. What do you think about that? Hold on. My bad. Let me clarify for those who may not know. Beyonce did an album. She said it's not a country album, but she had some country songs.
I didn't know she said it wasn't a country album.
The one being, "This ain't Texas. Woo! And a hundred. Woo! Lay a gun down. That was on TikTok forever. Apparently it was number 1 on the country charts for a while.
It was.
And she didn't get any kind of nods, nothing. And so they're saying it's fueled by race. I'm going to go ahead and agree, especially because back in when she performed with the Dixie Chicks.
Yeah, that's
Daddy Lessons, that song's fire country. That song's good. They were mad that she was there. They were yelling racist things off
teaching
on the
men
stage.
how to be daddies. What's that song about?
No.
Lessons from your daddy.
There you go.
All right. Like Butterfly Kisses?
No.
Is it like Butterfly
Not
Kisses?
like Butterfly Kisses.
Because Butterfly
Kisses. Oh. Okay,
anyways.
anyways.
Midnight's late to be praying. But go ahead.
I was singing the chorus, not the verse.
I was singing the song.
Anyways, and so when she was there with the Dixie Chicks, people started booing. They started yelling racist things. Allegedly, somebody even yelled, "Get that black bee off the stage." This is a recounting from the mouth of one of the Dixie Chicks. Also, this is not from Beyonce or, this is from one of the Dixie Chicks. And she said,
pretty racist.
And she was saying, and it was crazy because those were the most views for the CMAs, that performance. And there was so much outrage that the CMAs took the performance down and scrubbed it from the internet. But then they got so much backlash from doing that they put it back up.
Why would they scrub it at all? It was a performance
that got the most views.
Yeah, but you don't know why it got views. They're like, hey, there's a black girl performing.
Because of Beyonce. Because Beyonce fans were watching it.
I don't know why. But the thing is, it goes back to what I was saying about this whole endorsement thing. I mean, it's like, bro, first off, country music came from black people. Just like
bingo.
Everything else, really. You know what I'm saying? So
the world does not move without black creativity.
To boo and then be all like, it's almost the same thing like with the racing. It's like no race owns anything. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Because if there was ownership of things as it applied to race, no other races would own anything.
Right.
Because the black race will own everything. Like, just be legit. But it's the opposite of what country music is supposed to stand for. Isn't it like Jesus in America? Is everything about when you think about country music? Jesus in America. You know, or something along those lines.
Faith, family, football.
There you go. But that has that's the opposite of what you would think country music is. And it's like you're showing your cards. As far as the CMA, and then more pandering. It'd be all like, bro, this is the Dixie Chicks. Right. So you took a performance of the Dixie Chicks off of the CMA broadcast. This is to strip it down all the way to facts. Mm-hmm. That's what it is. And you're all like, oh well, people don't like it. Oh well, people don't like that. People don't like that. We take it off. Let's put it back on. And it's all like, dude, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything.
100%.
That's what we're seeing happening right now in America.
Yeah.
People are just being like, well, they're gonna like this.
I don't want to get canceled. I don't want to get canceled. If everybody would stop being so scared of getting canceled, then it would just go away. Just
Dave Chappelle it.
Right.
Dave Chappelle it.
But her single Texas Hold'em hit #1 on the country chart, which also made her the first black woman to achieve that feat. And it spent 10 weeks.
K Michelle?
And it spent 10 weeks in the top spot.
That's months.
She would have qualified for numerous CMA categories this year.
2.5. 2.5 months.
The awards are decided by the members. Here are some of the members.
They're all white. And elderly, I would assume.
Brooks and Dunn, Chris Stapleton. I guess these actual singers are
Chris Stapleton,
Dierks Bentley, Keith Urban, Luke Combs, Reuben McIntyre. Are these actual members?
Chris Stapleton. Look, these are names that I know these people.
Yeah.
I mean, not personally, but they're on the. How do they get on the?
Thanks for the clarification.
How do you get on the board of it? I'm thinking it would be something
like. It says
like
some members of the CMA include when you get inducted into the Country Music Hall of Fame, or when you win an award.
Well, I read that the whole thing, and I was
Allegedly.
all like, "This is definitely." There's definitely racist, but I was under the impression that it was a country album. You're saying she said it wasn't a country album.
She posted this whole long post if she released it. She's like, "This is not a country album. It's a whatever she said." But there's a lot of country songs on there.
So is she saying that don't limit it to just country?
I think it's more like that.
Even though it would be country because country music is synonymous with A, B, and C.
I think that's
There's known to be like this. Like when you look at country music, I know we call it country music, but it's like really, it's the stories. I think that's what, it's like the stories and this and that. So it's just like Old Town Ranch. It's all like, what made that?
Old Town Road?
Yeah. I always call it Old Town Ranch. But what made that song? What made that country? Like what makes a song the genre of country? And I remember like the whole Taylor Swift thing when she did the whole, she always sounded pop. Even
always.
With
she just played the guitar.
Yeah, so it's like what really classifies it as being country?
Yeah.
I do 100% feel like if it wasn't Beyonce, and if it was like Faith Hill or something like that, they did the exact same songs, they would be all like, oh, even if she said it was a country, they're going, oh, we're going to take this and make it country. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like race definitely plays a part in it like that.
I wonder, that's his name. I wonder if Shabuzi's going to get anything because his song was popular too. Tipsy. And we're in the bar and tipsy. Just a snippet because we don't own the rights to this song. It was on TikTok.
Is there a face for this?
You know this song? They were doing the dance. Oh Lord. Oh my.
Yeah, I listen to
but he's black.
Like Christian music. Like there's a whole section now on I've been waiting for it. It's Christian and then it's like everything.
Also scrolls through TikTok.
Christian. Yeah, but how would I?
Because when it's trending, everybody and their mom is doing it over and over and over.
I don't see the trending stuff until you come over here for us to do like.
Okay. Well, anyways, that's that. I knew she wasn't getting nominated. I knew that they hated Beyonce over there. I think it's a combination of because she's black and because she's Beyonce, and people like to just
no
be
one
like,
said anybody hates anybody. Trump, calm down.
Hating meaning like hater. I love the way it feels to be a hater.
I feel like these award, because even like the Oscars and like the Academies, because I'm in school and then when I just learned about who really it is making these decisions, and it's like just another form of a boys club. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And it's all like you got to rub elbows, and it's not just about the art. And this is why, like, if you say, college basketball is better than the NBA, because you got boys that is like hungry. And then when they get to the NBA, it's all like, oh, I made it. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it's the same thing when it comes to art. A lot of times underground stuff, that's crazy. A lot of times the underground stuff, what time is this? The underground stuff be like harder than the mainstream stuff because dudes underground is hungry or it's just about art and they're not worried about the whole pander effect. That's what I'm gonna call it. It's just it's a pander effect now. Everybody wants to pander to somebody instead of being like, hey, if you rocking with me, then you rocking with me. And if you're not, that's fine. Not. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, this is me. This is what I do. This is what I'm about. That's what music is. That's what art is. It's all like that art speaks to me. And that's why I mess with it. And in America, you can all be artists and you can all share your art. And then you have a little culture there. And then we're all artists, but you're this kind of artist and you're that kind of artist. So we all know how to create.
Right.
But everybody's creation is beautiful. Like the imperfections of humanism. That's what we're talking about. When they take the AI is going to take over stuff, I'm all like, you can't duplicate imperfections. There's beauty in the imperfections of humanity, which, computers can never do that. But we lose sight of that stuff when we try to pander to everybody.
Yeah. Preach.
And Dave
Agreed.
Chappelle, boy, it's like I watched a clip. Somebody did a clip of Michael Jordan, just like being real passionate and playing basketball. Like I cried watching it because I'm all like, dude, like it was beautiful because you could see the passion that he had for the sport of basketball.
Yeah,
that's what it was, and it's like that's what it is. That's what we should be capturing. That's what we should be after. You know what I'm talking about? It's the same thing like if I see a Michael Jackson video, then I get inspired by it because it's all you can tell this person was inspired and not just sitting here trying to pander. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes. You just reminded me of something.
Diana
else.
Ross?
Yes. And Michael Jackson. You saw that? I don't want to talk about it this episode because I have something else I want to talk about. But oh my gosh. I was like, what? So did you see the news? That's enough on Beyonce. We're closing the Beyonce chapter. We knew she wasn't going to do it. I think she knew they wasn't going to do it. I think that's why she pinned her whole thing. And in her thing that inspired this album, she talked about how she was treated at the last CMAs. She knew they was going to hate on her, whatever. A lot of people be burnt out on Beyonce, and I'm not a part of the Beehive, but something you can't deny is that Beyonce is talented. Beyonce can sing. She can perform. She is talented. Period, point blank, whatever. Moving on, speaking of music, did you hear the news? What?
Kendrick Lamar, do you want to Lecrae? That's
Kendrick Lamar being the headliner for the Super Bowl.
Okay. The news that was the news for me, the licensed reverend over here.
Oh, God.
Was Kendrick Lamar in the new song was saying, I wonder what Lecrae would do. And said, I want to have the heart of D1. These are prominent rappers in CHH. CHH stands for Christian Hip Hop Community. And I mean, people probably know who Lecrae is. And D1, you probably know who he is too. Very consistent brother. He teaches, he preaches, he does community stuff. Just to be clear, he don't just rap. But when he says that in the song, like people were talking about it. And so like, he gave these shout outs because then KB was talking about it. KB was another prominent CHHer. And I thought,
I've literally never heard him say CHH a day in my life. So he must have just found out that that's the...
You never heard me say that. Why would I say it to you?
Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you, Reverend?
You don't listen to CHH.
You don't know.
Come on.
You don't know what I listen to.
Come on. You're going to say, oh, well, how many spells are... So many potions? I don't know if it's my cup of tea.
Anywho.
My bowl of gold. I don't know what it is. So
he is headlining the Super Bowl, which is in New Orleans, and people are pissed because they're like, Jay-Z is disrespectful because why you don't got Lil Wayne? Why you don't got no New Orleans rappers? And my thing is like, number one, Kendrick is what's popping right now. And Lil Wayne, every morning.
Wait, where was the Super Bowl
I listen to Lil Wayne.
Usher performed?
Hold on. We getting there. Okay, so they're extra outraged about this. And I'm like, and I love Lil Wayne. I think that man is a lyrical.
Is he still rapping?
Genius. Yes. He does the songs for the Spider-Man that was out. He's on Annihilate. I mean,
yeah. Now that you say that, but like, does he like...
I'm about to go Peter Parker.
But does he... That's pretty old, okay? Does he... Like, is he coming out with albums like the Carter 18 or something like that?
I don't know that. I just listen to all his songs all the time, whatever's on Spotify. However, number two, how do you know that Kendrick's wasn't planning on bringing him out? Like you guys don't know stuff, but matter. Also Lil Wayne and Drake is on the same. So
same what?
I don't know. But I'm like the Super Bowl, and then the Master P was coming out talking about it. He's like, the Super Bowl been in New Orleans 11 times. Okay, so why are we so mad this time?
Can we just put some context to this? Hip hop kind of like just started. I don't think it was until Snoop. Oof, this is crazy because it was West Coast. Dr. Dre.
Yes.
50 Cent.
Yes.
Snoop.
Eminem.
West Coast. I think that was the first major blast. I think that was the first like rap Super Bowl halftime show, wasn't that? Isn't that why it was like iconic?
I feel like.
Yes, that was it. It was iconic. It was like headlining. It was like, yo, hip hop hasn't been like the halftime show until that. Who was West Coast?
Yeah.
Okay, let's just be clear. Not just. I mean, yeah, West Coast. I'm where that. But it's like the location of the Super Bowl has what to do with who performs at the Super Bowl. Who performs at the Super Bowl has to do with who performs at the Super Bowl. And you said Jay-Z said it was disrespectful. People were saying stuff about Jay-Z.
You know,
because Jay-Z did the deal.
Correct.
This was the whole point of Jay-Z with the Super Bowl, right?
Yes.
And it was like, okay, it started with the West Coast, okay, and then it continued.
Yes.
So
people
what's the problem?
Big mad that there's no New Orleans rappers, or because why? Lil Wayne, that's disrespectful.
They don't know who's going to be at the first. You don't even know who's going to be on the stage, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Because he's headlining like it's Kendrick. First off, like.
That's what I'm saying.
It's Kendrick. First off, like, come on,
like,
bro.
What are you talking about? Why are you so mad? I don't understand.
It's because the pander thing. It's like, dude, guess what, man? People that have these platforms built these platforms. Regardless if you believe in it, if you agree with it, but it's not your platform. So you're going to be upset. And then what? I don't want nobody go support it because it doesn't fit into the box I want to fit in. Guess what? You go create a platform and then you do it how you want to do it. I was watching that clip with Arsenio when they were like, he gets live because the guy was like, when are you going to have more queer guests on here? And he like checked the dude. And then he was like, this is my show. If you want to have people on, you go ahead, you do it on your show. You think I'm not going to have someone on here because they're gay? He's like, I'm black. Like, I'm black. And it's all like, exactly. I saw another clip with this girl that wanted to protest Pharrell and something about animals. I guess, I don't know what he has going on with animals. And she was all like, Pharrell killed the animals. Pharrell. And he was all like, he's like, you're right. He's like, God bless you. God bless you. He's like, give her a hand, y'all. Like, he's like, you're right. We're working on that. And she's kept on saying it. And I'm all like, see, that's what pisses me off. Because if you went somewhere to protest and you're protesting to make a change and the person you're protesting against gives you a platform and it's like, you're right. He opened up a dialogue for you to talk about the problem, but instead you just want to say,
yeah.
It's all like, why? Like, why are you here? You just want to disrupt, but you just want to disrupt for the sake of disrupting. It's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. Sorry. I've just watched Bel-Air the third season. I'm all like, why is this fool going backwards? Like, what are we doing? You watch Bel-Air?
No.
First season, second season was strong. Third season.
I have a hard time with reboots with something that I resonate with.
It's not a reboot.
Or
it's
love.
A dramatic reimagining.
Reboot, redo, whatever, with something that I'm so connected with. I don't know how I feel about it. I'm thinking about it. I mean,
good TV is good TV. The first two seasons was very good TV. The third one is like, I hope they fix where they're going.
I might eventually, but I don't know. I mean, even with The Little Mermaid with Holly, I was very much, because Little Mermaid is my movie.
It was me and Keisha's movie first.
So please, anyways.
Like all the other, what do you mean, please, bro?
So I was very much.
How old were you?
I was very much like, ooh, but it was great. Anyways, so apparently Lil Wayne had something to say.
Oh boy, talk like Lil Wayne be talking.
That hurt a lot. You know what I'm talking about? It hurt a whole lot. I blame myself for not being mentally prepared for a letdown. And for just automatically mentally putting myself in that position like somebody told me that was my position. It made me feel like not getting this opportunity. And when I felt like you guys reminded me that I ain't without y'all. And that's an amazing reality.
I mean,
is that like a 30-minute video? Can't take that.
It's only a minute. But
it's like, bro, that was just a minute just now? Goodness gracious.
We only got,
as slow as he was talking.
We only got 30 seconds.
That was 30 seconds?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Goodness gracious. Lil Wayne, we're talking about Lil Wayne, man. He's still drinking the perp stuff? Anyway.
Probably.
Yeah, he said it. Expectations. People get expectations. Let's break something down. A professional business mindset. All right. When there's a production, nothing's going to be just happen. There shouldn't be nothing just happening. All right. So how far in advance do you think it was planned to have this stuff happen? Like if you really think about it, right?
Yeah.
It's like, okay, all right. Oh, well, no, well, Kendrick is hot right now. Do you think it was planned for Kendrick? Like, hey, I got this coming up. He was all like, oh, shoot. Oh, bet. So then you can do it this date because by that time, you're going to be A, B, and C. I don't know how deep it goes, but a real business mind, and I will assume because Jay-Z is a billionaire, this how his mind is thinking, is that's how we're doing it. So, okay, we already know when we're going to have who performing where because they have to prepare. Now, if you go in album music, it says Kendrick and the road to the Super Bowl, just like it had for Usher. All of this marketing around all these things, y'all want to make it so small. That's all like, nah, bruh. The Super Bowl is big. You know how much money and how much revenue is not going to be marketing and coming in. So, yeah. Oh, we should have Lil Wayne. Like, get out of here. One. And then two, like he said, expectations. It's like, who told you that it was your stage?
Right.
Just because you from there, what's that mean? You know, when you say you own it, you don't really own it. You own whatever piece of property has your name on it. Whatever acreage that has your name on, that's what you actually own if you have any in there. Just because a couple of thousand people or a couple of million people say, oh, yeah, you hip hop is in the South. Hip hop, that don't make it the truth.
Right.
That just means that's what your culture was doing. And it's all like, this is called a reality check. And that's what he was saying. He was all like, and it hurt. Yeah, vulnerable. Like it would. Yeah, of course it would hurt. Because I do feel like Lil Wayne, I think it was something, he was like, I am hip hop, I am the South. It was something like that. And it's like, man, I agree with both of those.
Yeah.
But no one state, no one country has ownership like over anything. That's why people say, oh, I don't think Eminem should be winning stuff because he's not black. And it's all like, listen, can we be honest here? Art is art and skill is skill. Eminem has skills to get what he get. I would rather see Eminem win something over like, Iggy. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's just this false sense of ownership that people be having, which is what he was saying.
Yeah.
And it's all like,
apparently Nicki Minaj is all worked up about it too. That's what I was trying to find.
Because that's her baby, right?
She said denying a young black man what he rightfully put into this game for no other reason but your ego. Your hatred for Birdman, Drake, and Nicki got you punishing Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne, the GOAT? Nola, what's good? Eminem stood firm. Excuse me. Eminem stood firm on having 50 Cent come out, a white man. It's sad. House Igor things, but it's good. F them. No loyalty.
See, that's the problem. Loyalty. Jay-Z is trying to get a check. He's trying to put butts in seats, and he's trying to make sure that the whole deal he did, the deal he did comes back like, yes. So now we're going to do more of this. It's like y'all out here playing checkers while the real ones are playing chess. So I don't know if this is how it is. This is an assumption. When you think about business, it's like the stuff that you're talking about and these complaints that you have, bring out some numbers. Like, what do you, so bring out the numbers and the stats you have behind that. I just don't understand
if this isn't the first time the Super Bowl's in New Orleans. Why are we so worked up?
Expectations. Just like Lil Wayne, he called it expectations. And it's all like, first off, if you're going to go all the way back, yes, Lil Wayne was pivotal, but he's not the one. If you think about the South, if you sit here and look it up, like who really actually put like Atlanta on the map?
He's not from Atlanta.
Sorry. The South. See, when I think about the South, I think about Atlanta. You're talking about, but
no, not too much on Wayne because he is one of the GOATs.
He is, but it's not like the way people are talking is all like he deserves this.
Yeah.
Greater. Okay, so I'm gonna say like greater is your reward in heaven, right? When you stack up for here, you get your reward here. Lil Wayne has already got the reward for what he's done.
Yeah.
Like all of this respect y'all putting on, he already got that. So why do you feel like he should get more on this platform? And then why are you making this platform so like so big? Like I get it. Yeah, it's a Super Bowl, but at the same time, like it's just a Super Bowl. Like,
I think his last song came out in April. I don't know. People also got to realize too, like, it can't make sense just to be like, oh, well, Wayne's from New Orleans. So yeah, you do got to go with kind of like what's hot right now. What's going on? Who's, Usher was just coming off his show at Vegas or something. But he was kind of Poppington.
Exactly.
So it's like, it makes sense that.
Poppington?
Yes. I just made that up right now on the fly.
Okay. Keep it to yourself.
But it makes sense that they're going to choose. And it's very clear and very apparent that Kendrick is hot right now. Everybody's still singing Not Like Us. You know what I mean? So it's just like, come on, guys.
That's what I'm saying.
Be realistic, but also,
chess and checkers.
How do you know that he wasn't even going to approach Wayne or try to do something or whatever? Like, you don't.
Nobody does.
We just know he wasn't going to approach Drake. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, why are y'all doing all of that? I think it's well-deserved. I'm excited to watch it. That's all I have to say on it. And Wayne is still one of the goats. Every morning, that's what pumps me up for the gym.
Carter, I feel like it's...
Hey, Mr. Carter.
The whole,
tell me where you been.
It's like the whole thing. It's like those songs, like my hand. He was like, oh, you got to listen to Carter. Is it 3 or 4? 3 or 4? 3. Carter 3. The Carter 3 is like, if I have a top 5, the Carter 3 would be in my top 5. But I don't really like listening to stuff like that anymore. But yeah, I was like, these are like, this is the hip hop. He had that how you build the beat, and he was like resurrecting the hip hop, and I was all like, oh, this is it.
That's how you let the beat build.
Man. Yeah. Let the beat build. And then he was all like, and he's like, Dr. Carter.
Yeah.
And he was all like, oh, his soliloquies and stuff is whack. Oh,
yeah.
He kind of called where hip hop was going, which is where it is now with the mumble rap and all this other stuff.
Oh my gosh.
But that is what it is. That doesn't mean that you're entitled to be on the Super Bowl stage.
Especially when the last song you released was in April.
Because it is New Orleans. And it's like exactly what you said. Like, yeah, Kendrick is big. Like, you realize that it's the NFL. Right?
Right.
The views that we're going to get.
Right.
We don't want people changing the channel.
Hello.
We want them to stay on the station.
Yep.
So who was going to make sure they stay on the station? Checkers.
People don't
chess.
Think that way.
You see, I'm talking about loyalty.
Too, if there was never the rap battle, if none of this never happened, Kendrick wouldn't be the headliner right now either.
He wouldn't be it. No, he would not.
It's because he just released a bunch of fire.
And he did the Juneteenth. All of that. It's called riding the wave. It's marketing. It's strategic.
Yeah.
And it's all like, yo, get your game up, man. Goodness gracious. What are you talking about?
Like, y'all gonna be all right. And y'all still gonna be watching.
And they're probably upset because of the whole Drake thing. I thought about that. Like, yeah, because Drake is he still Cash Money? I don't know if he's still Cash Money, but he's obviously, still Team Wayne. So they're all like, oh, first Drake gets demolished, now this.
I mean,
oh, we thought it was over. Oh, I'm out of water.
Right. Oh, he has his own, his OVO. Let me hear you say OVO. I guess that's his thing, but whatever. The point is, Kendrick's going to be fantastic. Wayne is still a GOAT, will always be a GOAT, but there's a time and a place for everything. That's all I have to say on anything. Do you have any last thoughts? I'm getting really tired and delusional.
The greatest of all time is God.
It's Jesus.
Period, point blank. That's the one. Y'all sitting here arguing for a crown that you don't even own. You know what I'm saying? It's already.
I never heard.
It's already been claimed.
I never heard Jesus spit.
He did spit.
Drop a bar.
He did. He was all like, "It is finished," and it was done. Hallelujah. Can I get an amen? The hardest bar to ever be spit. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Well, thank you for joining us.
I'm gonna definitely have to edit this. Now it's like plus the 3 minutes. No, it's about fine. It's fine.
Don't forget to follow us on all the things: Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, X. You know what I'm saying?
Subscribe.
YouTube. Subscribe. Leave comments.
Subscribe.
We're trying to get better at replying to them.
We are.
I was
gonna reply. She was like, "Nah, don't go in. Don't go in. Don't hurt him. Don't hurt him." And I was all like, I, you know what I'm saying?
Unless you're being blatantly disrespectful, we's not ever gonna come at you like that. You know what I mean? Even if you are talking about us rubbing our feet or the white man's religion. It's fine.
I'm gonna come at you in love because that's
that's what I'm saying.
To be came at.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
You know,
We're here because we want to
no
have
matter
a
how
dialogue.
tough the love is. No, I'm kidding.
We want the feedback. We want the different point of views. That's the whole point of us coming to spill the tea with you. So subscribe, turn on the notifications, all the things. And on that note, and should we say deuces? I need my nails done so bad.
You do. I was looking at your toes and I was like, what's going on
I
with
need
those?
them done so bad. I'm hoping to get them done this weekend. I work a full-time job. What do you want from me? I work a full-time job. I know they're bad.
They are.
But they're natural. Do you hear this?
Naturally bad.